couple years ago, I responded to a Facebook post. Somebody needed a drone and an operator to help them find a lost utility terrain vehicle. They had gone out to the old Dietz property where the Battle of Cameron Dam happened, south of Winter, Wisconsin, and they were just using this UTV as a bulldozer and got it buried back there and had to walk out the next morning. But right in the center there, that's the Dietz property. That's the old homestead. And he, back in 1904 to 1910, he operated a log dam right there. And he refused to let the logging companies' logs come through unless they paid him, which was the law back in the day. And the logging companies of old had more pull, so they get to tell the local government what they want. And just like the oil companies of today, having a lot more money and a lot more power, they kind of run stuff. So there ended up being a couple shootouts out there, and in 1910 they finally sent a large group out, and 7 were wounded on the law enforcement side, with 1 death, a deputy being killed, and 4 being wounded on the Dietz family side. Now here you can see the UTV and what he drove it through, which was just absolutely crazy, and drove it right into that pond on the side of the Thornapple River. Anyhow, Dietz was regarded as some sort of folk hero, and everybody was like, yeah, you're fighting against the man, good for you. And they didn't care that he killed that deputy, and they thought he was in the right. They arranged over 10,000 signatures back in 1920 or whatever, when he was finally pardoned 10 years after his conviction. So he died shortly after, I believe 3 or 4 years after, but he was pardoned for the murder of that deputy, because what they were doing was actually illegal per state law. So that's just unfortunate that they couldn't come to an agreement, and that they had to bully each other around to the point that they're shooting at each other. But things were different back in the day, and there's a lot of history involved in that little story. And I think I think Dietz even shot the school principal or something like that. It was crazy. But yeah, people love assholes like that for some reason. I do not know why, but little history for you.